If you feel like your life is not going anywhere, you're not enjoying the things you're doing, you feel like everything is meaningless and empty, you need to find your purpose. And in basic words, your purpose is something that you feel like is right to do. A thing that gives you direction and feelings of just being content with your life. Not necessarily happiness, because happiness doesn't really matter, but feeling content, that's what matters. Feeling that what you have done is right and you feel peace because of it and you are content, not necessarily happy. Yeah, happy as well, but mainly content. That is your purpose. That is what keeps everyone alive. If nobody had a purpose, nobody would do anything, right? So first, let me tell you a story about how I found my purpose. When I was, I'll be drinking this. Up until I was 15 years old, I was just an average kid. I was playing video games for up to 12 hours a day. Honestly, up to 12 hours a day when I didn't have school. Then I would go to sleep very late. If I had school, wake up sleep deprived. I was sleeping for like around 6 hours, 6 or 5 hours of bedtime, literally, because I had to wake up really early. So I did not sleep at all, barely ate anything, and if I ate something, it would be some processed garbage. Didn't go outside, didn't drink water, didn't do basic stuff, live like a subhuman, just played video games. Was super insecure, low confidence, just a weird kid in school. But then, just when I was 15 years old, my friends tried to start going to the gym. It wasn't really that popular back then, but two of my friends from my whole friend group that we had wanted to try start going to the gym. They were stronger than me, they were fitter than me, but for some reason I just went with them. And that's how it started. I started researching stuff online, how to train better, how to eat, how to grow. And very quickly I went from just playing video games 10 hours a day and doing basically nothing else and feeling like crap to actually having meaning in my life. It gave me purpose. I started feeling like this is right. It was tough, of course. I didn't know what I am doing, what exercises, how much says how to perform them, my technique is ass, everything fucking hurts, I'm shaking under the barbell, but it gave me purpose and something to chase. A feeling that it's worth it, this is what I should be doing. It might feel hard, but this feels right. And then I went more deeply into this. Started researching more, training better, of course, yeah. But that's how I find my purpose. And recently, I have lost it. I've always had some purpose, some meaning, different ones throughout the years, of course. But recently, I didn't feel like training, didn't feel like bulking, didn't feel like cutting, didn't feel like doing anything regarding the gym. Didn't necessarily feel like recording the videos. Didn't feel like going outside, didn't feel like meeting my friends. I didn't have, one, a purpose, a meaning, something to progress on. And second thing, I didn't even want to leave the house. I was like completely depressed and empty, like most people my age are. But I was just not trying to fill myself with garbage like they do. So I had to find my purpose again, to find something to give my life meaning, to get me out of bed because it was getting hard. And again, how did I do it? You know, this time there was no coincidence that my friends done something and I went with them and suddenly I felt, oh, this is good for me, this is right. I was sitting there for days thinking about what can I do, and I realized that I already know it. If you have this problem that you don't have any meaning in your life, you already know what you need to do. The truth is that everyone knows what they should do because your mind is thinking about it. My mind was showing me a mental movie of going to the gym, of eating more, of building more muscle and becoming bigger and stronger, instead of doing what I was doing, which is barely anything at all. But I was actually trying to lose weight. I was still training in the gym. I was still eating the right way. But my mind kept telling me to not do it, to gain weight, to train harder, to eat more, or to start fighting, to go to kickboxing classes. These were the two main things that my mind was thinking about. And I was thinking, no, it can't be. The rational decision would be to lose weight because the summer is coming. Maybe I'll get to low body fat and I'll look cool. It doesn't work that way. It's very good to think rationally, right? But you cannot argue with what your mind wants. And it is not like with the bad addicting things, like your mind will be telling you to go and eat garbage food, to stay up late, to play more video games, to watch porn. Yeah, your mind will probably tell you this at some point in your life. Quite frequently, I guess. But it's not the same thing. It's not your mind telling you to do something stupid because it is addictive and it will give you dopamine. Your mind just gives you a feeling that you need to chase a certain direction. You're thinking in your free time, I wish I would be fighting right now, or I wish I was working on a certain thing. It is specific for every person. I was thinking about gaining more muscle, bulking, becoming bigger and stronger, or fighting. Someone else might get thoughts about something else. Whatever, you might get thoughts about playing fucking golf. It doesn't matter. Whatever your mind is ruminating about, this is what you should be doing. And it will give you meaning and make you feel happy and content, and suddenly your life will feel great. That's how it works. I don't know if you can hear this. The mistake that people make is thinking that their purpose, the thing that will give their life some meaning, is deep. It's like this deep, weird stuff. They have to do something really big and important. No, just do the shallow things. You want to get a girlfriend? Go and train in the gym, build some muscle, lose some fat. That can be your purpose. You don't have to complicate it and think that you need to focus on this big mission. Like people online tell you, a lot of the videos or the content about finding your purpose is this, they say like your purpose is your big mission. It's not big. It can be big in years, but first you have to do the shallow basic stuff. There are levels to it. You start from make some money, build some physique, feel just confident and be strong and look like a man and feel like a man. Then you can focus on some big thing. Whatever it will be. Maybe you hate porn companies. Maybe you want to fucking take down OnlyFans. That can be your big mission because you hate porn. That's fine. But before you get to this purpose, you need to get through just starting to be a man, build some muscles, get strong, feel confident. This is your first purpose. So do not search for something big and hard and with deep meaning. Start with basic stuff, whatever your mind is thinking about. If your mind is thinking about just going to the gym and bulking, gaining weight, while also building muscle, but the summer is coming, it doesn't make sense, you'll look kind of fat. Doesn't matter. Do what your mind is telling you to do. That's it. And after your mind is no longer telling you to do this, it is ruminating about something else, then switch it. Then just focus on something else. That is the best way to live. You'll feel super happy.